to shine a spotlight on the worst landlords. I have, as mentioned, been a tenant organizer, a community organizer, housing chair of the city council. Again, the worst landlords in the city. I thought it was vital to carry on this annual list to shine a spotlight on the worst landlords. I have, as mentioned, been a tenant organizer, a community organizer, housing chair of the city council, and now as public advocate, I want to make sure I continue to amplify and lift the voices of the people of this city whose voices aren't being heard, and tenants who are suffering because of the worst landlords in our city.
Broadly refer to the system of structures that have procedures or processes that disadvantage racial minorities and particularly black people. It refers to the rules, practices, and customs once rooted in law with residual effects that reverberate throughout society, each with their own nuances. A good example of systemic racism is redlining, a system once used by banks and the real estate industry that literally outlined the neighborhoods where people of color lived in red ink. If you lived inside of the red line,
is saying his landlord refuses to make repairs in an effort to force him out of his rent-stabilized apartment. Jimmy Avila says he's been living without a working fridge in his Grand Avenue apartment for nearly a year now. He says he took his complaint to court, received a ruling in his favor, but months have passed and nothing has been done. Avila,
So you're denying me to pay my rent?
No, I'm not denying
Take my
you to
rent.
pay
You
your
got
rent.
it.
I just want to know
Take my rent.
who is
You.
your case manager.
Just you ask somebody back there. Do your job. Ask somebody back there who's gonna take the rent. I come here all the time. Y'all always harassing me. Your manager sexually harassed me. He touched me in the house. Sean O'Delly. He lucky I ain't do nothing about that. So I'm saying let's take care of business the right way. I didn't press charges yet, but that's where it's going. Somebody's going to jail back there.